everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So excited that I can say back to my channel because that means I must have had another video. So this is my second video. Super excited to be making these. I really loved the response from the first video. I didn't expect for people to comment or to really get involved and watch it. So I'm just super psyched and ready to make a couple more videos. Like I said in my last video, this one's going to be more about the routine, daily life of being one of Jehovah's Witnesses. Basically just kind of two things, the routine, and then, growing up, and just how to use the experiences that you grow up with, use them now in your newfound life and newfound freedom. So all that doesn't go to waste. This video won't be as long, I'm hoping. I just really want to touch on those two things. Super simple, super quick, nothing crazy deep to talk about here. So first off, if you've ever been a witness, you know from experience that this is not a we go to church on Sunday religion. No, this is your life. This is a lifestyle. This is this is basically not even a religion. I mean, it's your identity in a way, it's who you are. So this is something that comes to play when you get to know the day-to-day life of being one of Jehovah's Witnesses. So just kind of put this into perspective. I'm going to go through the week routine of being a witness. So Monday, this is early 2000s too. Monday morning I wake up, I go to school, I come home, we have dinner, we study for Tuesday night's book study. Now the book study is where a small amount of the congregation get together, usually in someone's home on a weekly basis. Usually it's 10 to 15 people. We'll get together, and they'll just discuss one of the publications. So Monday night, we're studying for the Tuesday night book study. Tuesday, I wake up, go to school, have a snack, go to Tuesday book study. Wednesday, wake up, go to school. Wednesday, get home, have dinner, and study for the Thursday night Theocratic Ministry School. So the Theocratic Ministry School teaches you and prepares you for just that, the ministry. So as a family, we sit down, we study the publications. Thursday, wake up, go to school, then go to that Thursday night Theocratic Ministry School. Friday, wake up, come home, study and prepare for what we've learned at the Theocratic Ministry School, and get presentations together and up for the ministry. So we're preparing for Saturday service. Wake up on Saturday morning and go preaching. Either you end at 12, sometimes you'll end at 3. It really depends on the family and, who goes out in the afternoon. Saturday, after you get home from preaching, you have a snack, lunch, dinner, whatever it is, and study for the Sunday meetings. So Sunday service is a little different as a witness. Yes, you do have the main service, the main discourse given by someone in the hall. But then after that, they have a watchtower study that I think was about 45 minutes or so. So then you're studying for your Sunday meeting. You're going through what you studied for the Sunday meeting. So then Sunday night comes around, and you're getting ready for school the next day, and then you rinse and repeat. So the Tuesday night book study in 2009 was discontinued. They meshed the Theocratic Ministry School and the Tuesday night book study into one. But don't be fooled, you don't get the night off. That night was meant to be utilized to make heads of the household, so the man of the house, to make him, pretty much hold him accountable for his family spirituality. So they said this is when you need to have family worship night. So you can study anything you want. As a family, all we did was read a couple chapters of the Bible or watch a broadcast. It was super boring and nothing really fun. He didn't let us choose what we wanted to discuss ever. So still, there was no escape. You still had to utilize that night, or were encouraged highly to utilize that night as another study night, used to improve your spirituality. So that was the day-to-day routine. So, you've got these little kids that are out, every night, at home, they're doing their homework, and then they're studying for the meetings. And then they're at the meetings up until 9 o'clock at night, 9:30 you're getting home, and you've got school the next day, and you've got homework, and it was a very, very exhausting routine. But at the time you don't realize it. I mean, your intentions are great. I'm not sitting here saying that it was, grueling and horrible. I mean, it definitely took a toll on you, but it was a positive, it was looked upon as a positive opportunity to constantly be bettering yourself. So you don't feel like a robot when you're doing it, but when you step away from it, it's like, oh man, your whole life was this constant, movement of, the religion and learning, and it was very, it was just tasking. It was exhausting. And then you walk away from it and you're like, man, how did I do that? I come home from work now and I just want to crash, and, it's amazing to know what you're able to do when you are raised that way and you're taught to be that way. So the way that I utilized what I learned through my routine was I knew how to be self-disciplined. I knew how to keep up with studies. I knew how to make sure that I stayed on track. So don't let that routine that you've learned go to waste. Of course, you're going to utilize that in another way. You're not going to be specifically studying for a watchtower for the meeting, but if there's something that you love to do, make a routine of doing it, and it's something that I'm trying to do now. I got out of the habit of wanting to work out. I got out of the habit of wanting to practice my music, because I've been playing guitar for, about 12 years, and, it's something that you can use what they taught you to your benefit now, even though you're on the outside. So don't feel like all of that time and years were just wasted. Use it as something that you can grow from. Be like, you know what, if I can do that, then I can do A, B, and C just fine, because it's something that I actually want to do, and so this is something that I'm really working on right now, and it's just kind of helping me feel like all of those years weren't wasted. It's not like I'm reborn right now, even though in a way we kind of are. We can still utilize what we were taught back then. So, you can still use those years of studying in today's life and apply it to, within the life that you have now, because we're taught how to, freaking public speak and, use our voice. So to kind of be a little bit, not rude, but, truthfully, I'm using what they taught me to be an activist now and be able to speak out about being an ex-Jehovah's Witness. So I'm kind of inserting this evil laugh here where I'm using what they taught me to do what I'm doing today and use my voice and use the years of experience that I have talking to people to be approachable and to have confidence in what I'm saying. So they taught me how to do this and create this YouTube channel. So cool. Moving on. So the next thing, there are only two things I wanted to bring up today because I wanted to keep this short and sweet. Another thing that was part of the routine for one of Jehovah's Witnesses is to consistently tell people that you were one. You were proud to wear it, and as a Jehovah's Witnesses, you are a genuine person. You genuinely feel like you have the truth and you want to help people, and it's your identity. Again, it all goes back to that. So I'm not bashing this by any means, to witnesses. They're very genuine people. They have genuine love for their neighbor. So to tell people that they were a witness, it wasn't in a stuck-up way. It was just in a way for them to make sure people knew that they were different, that they were no part of the world. So I was that kid in second grade that was out in the hallway doing her homework while all the other little second graders were inside playing games and eating cupcakes or whatever you do at a school birthday party, being outside, because they knew that I didn't celebrate birthdays. So I stood out from the crowd, and every single year I went to school, I had to re-explain to the class why I didn't celebrate Christmas or Valentine's Day or birthdays. All of it was, from the beginning, you're telling these people around you why you aren't like them. And I think it was very interesting too how, I had to constantly remind people that we weren't friends. There was this one girl in school that we got along really well. We would do gymnastics together at the playground, and I wanted to get her a best friends bracelets. One had came out that was at Walmart or something, and so I asked my mom, like, can I get us matching best friend bracelets? And my mom explained to me, like, she can't be your best friend because she's not applying Bible principles, things like that. She went into the whole spiel as to why I couldn't be best friends with this girl. So she took me to Walmart, and we got string and we got beads, and she let me make these bracelets that said, I'm going to name her Sarah. Her real name's not Sarah, but I was able to put I like Sarah on this bracelet, and then I gave her one that said I like Olivia. So instead of them being best friend bracelets, it was I like Sarah, I like Olivia. So it was like, I couldn't even say that we were friends. I had to say I like you, because you can't stop if you like somebody. That was the mindset of it. It's just so weird. So weird. Yeah, so that happened. That was embarrassing. But, I now, just like I made it a point to tell people that I was a witness, I love to make it a point to tell people my story as being an ex-Jehovah's Witness, because if I know I'm going to be getting to know somebody, whether it's a friendship or a relationship, whether I like it or not, that is my past. That is who I am and what I've come to grow from. So I can't hide that from them. And I really can attest to this, that there's not one person that I have explained my past to that didn't find it interesting or respect it. But a lot of them just find it super fascinating too, because it is something that's different and it does set you apart from other people. And they kind of get an inside scoop of what it's like, because they just know witnesses being the people that are on the corner streets with their carts or, knocking on their doors or whatever. So, it's something that we've lived, and it's something that we're not ashamed of, being an ex-Jehovah's Witness. So it's definitely, the tables have turned. Just as excited I was to tell people that I was a witness, I'm just as excited now to tell them that I am an ex-Jehovah's Witness. So the tables have turned, and you can utilize that confidence, utilize that experience and that excitement for what you have to say. You have the truth still. You have the truth behind the organization. So you can use that, and it's really cool to have that upper hand kind of in a way. So anyway, honestly, I just wanted to talk about that, and I think in my next video I want to talk about making friends as, an ex-Jehovah's Witness, because there's a lot of ins and outs to why it's so difficult to branch out after leaving. So, I definitely want to kind of make a video about making friends in the religion versus on the outside, and how that dynamic changes things. But yeah, that's really all I have for today. I want to go over those two things that could kind of help you feel more confident in your day-to-day life as, being an ex-Jehovah's Witness, and, just kind of two pieces of advice on how to utilize old traits as a witness and apply them into your new, beautiful, and meaningful life. So, thank you again for watching, and I'm glad this one was a little bit shorter.